everybody? Hold on, let me turn off my fan. Alright, what's up, everybody? Today we're about to be watching this video. Do not ask what is on this flipping screen, because I do not even know what that is. So, let's get right into the video. These are 10 dangerous animals that you might want to run from.
The world is filled with millions of species of animals. Some of them are quite harmless, quietly living their lives, while some of them are just downright dangerous and sometimes very aggressive. Today we're going to be looking at 10 of the most dangerous animals that you should honestly run away from. Make sure you stay tuned and stay away from number 1. The number of fatalities these animals cause is simply staggering. Number 10. Sharks. Okay, so technically you can't run away from this thing, but you could swim pretty fast, I suppose. It's up to you, really. We're not...
This is why I stick to pools. Because if you're in a pool at a hotel or something, you cannot get bit by sharks. If you at a whole entire beach, get ready. Because, like, them junks be hunting for people. Well, not all of them. Some of them do.
Talking about an individual species of shark here.
Don't worry, they teach you that in science. So do.
We're lumping the entire family in as a whole. Movies and media are often spreading the picture of sharks as being ferocious killers that eat and destroy everything that comes in their way. But it's quite exaggerated that many shark species are harmless to humans, except for some like the tiger shark. You see, each year there are around 75 shark attacks.
Okay, so, okay, doesn't that hurt when they open their mouth since they got them things on the side? Wait. No, my teacher said that they're just how they're made. Okay, never mind.
Whereas most arise from a misunderstanding that a serpent looks similar to seals. However, only 10 out of these attacks result in the death of the victim.
Their teeth is more sharper than a vampire teeth. Like, what the...
With that said, of course, sharks, especially the great white and bull shark.
Remember that fin. Remember that fin when you go to the beach. Because you're going to need it. You're going to need to look out if you go to the beach. If I was y'all, I would just go to a pool. Because if you go to a beach and see that shark fin, you're going to have to learn how to run. Especially, to swim. Especially if you're all the way in the water. You gon' see alligators, fish, squid, all this other stuff. And also, I hate seaweed. Like, seaweed is... For all y'all Chinese people that eat seaweed, I do not get it. Like, oh my god.
And tiger sharks are incredibly powerful predators that should always be respected. However, for at least 2 out of 3 of them, they don't really see humans as food. I'll give you a guess who does see you as food. So if you're scared of sharks, don't think of them as monsters killing thousands of people each year, because that is simply not true. Although that really shouldn't encourage you to go and pet one. Number 9. Ants. It's quite counter...
Now, I've been bit by ants. I'm allergic to ants, but wait till you see this ant up here. It's one of these ants I got bit by before. That junk hurt for days.
Intuitive to think that ants are more dangerous animals than sharks, but the fact is that they are. In fact, ants are about 3 times as deadly as sharks, where sharks cause...
Why in the world is they legs more longer than daddy long legs? Their legs is more longer than a freaking spider legs. Like what, though?
The average of 10 fatalities yearly. Ants cause about 30 every year. One particular species to take note of is the bulldog ant. This red, angry-looking variety...
Stay away from that. That junk hurts. Okay? That hurts. Because I know somebody that had got bit by that. Oh, God.
Variety of ant is one of the largest and most aggressive species of ants on the planet. They have large mandibles and venomous stings that in humans can cause intense pain, the worst of any insect sting that can last for several days. They're so aggressive that whenever this ant is cut in half, the head and tail will actually fight and try to kill each other. I suppose that gives new meaning to the I'll kick anyone's butt, even my own. Another ant worth mentioning is the bullet ant. They are known to have one of the most painful stings. It's found in South America and is also known as the 24-hour ant because of the pain you feel for up to 24 hours after being stung. Some victims even describe being stung by this ant as painful as being shot with a bullet, hence the name. Number 8. Bees and wasps. You shouldn't go near them. Next number.
Okay, now if you have a beautiful flowers around, you might want to, if you ever plant flowers, you might want to put them all the way in your backyard, because them bees love them some flowers. Since it got I forgot, pollen, no, whatever it's called. I said pollen. What the I do not know, but make sure you just plant them very back, because plant them in the front, you gonna be chased by bees.
What? Fine. In truth, bees and wasps should have landed higher on our list of the most dangerous animals in the world.
They are.
The problem is, nobody in the world is actively keeping track of fatalities attributed
Is that how their legs be just crossed, like just flying?
to them. In the US alone, 50 people per year succumb to bee and wasp attacks. For all we know, that number could balloon to 500 if we include worldwide attacks. Case in point is the Japanese giant hornet. Every year, up to 40 deaths are recorded by the sting of Japanese hornets. The venom of Japanese hornets would cause an allergic reaction and dissolve tissues within the shortest time. The repeated stinging from the group of hornets could also result in a...
Actually, I never knew bees will beat other bees, because, like, that's pain. Right?
very, very painful death. Japanese hornets are very aggressive and they're fearless.
I know you just saw that on bee just chop off that boy's head. I give respect to y'all bees, but stay away from us, please, please, please. Especially kids. Like, literally stay away from the kids. Like, literally. Y'all be after us. Actually, no. Stay away from the grown-ups, because us kids can run faster than the grown-ups. Cause I can run like speed. Be like, good morning, US. Okay.
One hornet alone is more than capable of dispatching 40 individual bees by all its lonesome. However, guess what? These guys rarely operate alone.
Okay, so especially whenever you get stung by one, if you ever been stung by one, literally, if you get stung by one, you might want to take out the stinger. But if you live like somewhere that they don't have stingers and they just like bite with their claws or whatever, you was okay. But you might die, because those are the most baddest ones out of all.
The colony of Japanese hornets contains up to 700 members, and they feed on honeybee larvae to a significant amount. Yeah, that's right. These things eat bees, the other thing that could sting you. They eat...
Oh my god, what is wrong with people eating bees and bees eating bees? Like, so like I said beings, but... but, yeah, so.
For breakfast. Number 7. Deer.
Now, deer's not bad to me, but for your Chinese people, I swear to God, if y'all do not stop eating deer, it's gonna be a Chinese problem. I do not care.
Okay, seriously, follow me on this one, please. You wouldn't think it, but deer are actually pretty dangerous creatures.
Oh yeah, definitely they are, but I don't know if they're harmless or not, so I guess just keep watching.
Oh, what's that? You don't believe me? Well, guess what?
No,
the yearly worldwide average of deer-related fatalities is at least 300.
Never mind, because I just remembered, because since they have them, the only reason they have them things on the top is so that's how, not all of them have that thing on the top, because as you see that one in the back, does it? I think they just eat you or something like that. I do not know. But the ones that have the horns, They're definitely harmless because all they have to do is just put their head down, just like I forgot what animal it is, but all they have to do is just put their head down and just run right into you with their ouch. Hold up. All right, with their little claws on the top of their head.
100 people. I guess you won't look at Bambi the same anymore.
I don't even know what Bambi is, but okay.
But how come these normally docile and adorable creatures be the cause of so many deaths?
Thank you,
Well,
please tell me.
deer have horns. And you might think that this would be the main cause of human fatalities.
But some of them don't, and so how do they?
But no, that's very wrong. Yes, admittedly, there have been recorded cases of fatal deer horn impalement, but that's very rare and far in between. In fact, the latest one being a man in Arkansas who was...
That man just tried to kick that boy. I might stay away from animals for a few days.
To death by a deer he shot and thought it was already dead only in October of this year.
I think I would stay stuck in my room and in the house.
With that said, the vast majority of deer-related fatalities happen when deer cross the road, usually at dusk or at dawn. Couple that with a sleepy driver, then we have a definite recipe for disaster.
Now, yeah, it be deers down here, but try not to run them over, please. Just try not to. That's if you run them over, that's a whole speed bump that you're going through. Trust me. So, especially when you see a deer, especially at the nighttime, because you can see their eyes glowing, you definitely want to be careful. Because one time, me and my cousin Adri had to go pick up Daniel that worked at Owen, whatever it's called. And we had went to go pick up Daniel and her boyfriend, and we saw hundreds of deers, like, to the left, right? Like, they was everywhere. One of them ran into the road, so we had to stop. Especially, stop. Because if you do not stop and if you're not going to speed limit, especially, don't even go to speed limit. You need to go slow when you see that. That thing is like a speed bump. If you're speeding and you see a deer and you do not have time to get on your brakes, you might want to hurry up and press on them brakes, because your car's about to fly all the way to Africa.
In the U.S. alone, over 150 cases are reported each year of people running over deer on the highway, with very tragic results. Number 6. Elephants. Okay,
now elephants are nice and friendly, but yes, see,
this one makes a bit more sense. Again, much like deer, elephants would be the last animals you would think could be dangerous to humans, because generally they're viewed as big, dopey little animals. When you think of an elephant, you probably think of them as kind, gigantic, intelligent,
Okay. So at first I thought he was eating with his nose, but I forgot. They take that little horny thing, whatever you want to call it, horny. Oh God, I said horny. Whatever they nosy, big, flat. Okay, they nose and all they have to do is just like, it's basically like a grapple. If y'all play Fortnite, y'all get it. But like all you have to do is just grab it and they just put it in their mouth and eat it.
to creatures who never forget. Well, the thing is, because they're so large and so smart, they pose more of a danger to us than you would think.
That man grabbed the whole branch. I think I'm scared of these. Cause I saw on TikTok, which is, I should not believe TikTok so much, but I don't, just trust me. And this boy had went up to the elephant, and the elephant was very friendly. Ever since then, I thought elephants was friendly.
Elephants will attack if they are injured, or if they feel threatened, or peck if they just feel like it. That one scene from Dumbo where Dumbo's mother protects him from those kids is really inaccurate. There should be a lot more bloodshed and body parts. And because they're so big, if they do decide to attack, most of the time the results will be...
That thing just trying to sit on somebody's car. Just imagine your elephant shaking your tail on the car. Then out of nowhere, just sit on it like a human. And then just imagine you go here. like their alarm gonna go off if you have one, because they gonna think somebody breaking into their car. I'm pretty
Fatal.
sure everyone has
While
one.
doing research for this video, I myself was quite surprised to find out that over 500 fatalities are caused by raging elephant attacks every year. Most of these incidents are caused by elephant bulls who were cast out of the herd, making them all sorts of crazy. Or, by overprotective mothers with calves. I guess that one's a little more understandable. In one instance, a 44-year-old man working at
A 44-year-old man. Okay, now elephants die at like a very, very old age. They might die if somebody hunt them down or something like that. But mostly, some of them die because people be hunting. But really, some of them die because they get real old. They're just like humans. Get real old, you're gone.
An elephant keeper was attacked by a cow elephant when he tripped over a foot chain while the animal was being medically treated. This poor man fell down and was consequently repeatedly attacked with elephant tusks.
You see that right there? That's a young one, okay?
The man sustained multiple stab injuries to both groin regions, a penetrating injury to the abdominal wall with traumatic prolapse of the loops of the small bowel, multiple defects of the mesentery, and incomplete laceration of the abdominal aorta with massive bleeding into the abdominal cavity. In addition to these penetrating injuries, the man sustained multiple rib fractures with contusion of both lungs and laceration of the right lobe of the liver, as well as comminuted fractures of the pelvic arch and left femoral body. For those of us not familiar with medical terms, that just means a whole lot of bad right there. The man died shortly after he had been received at the hospital, sadly. Number 5. Hippos.
Now, hippos, I love hippos, especially when you put a whole watermelon in their mouth. Just be like, it's like ASMR to me.
Was considered by many as one of the most dangerous animals in the world, and the locals in Africa claim that hippos kill more people than crocodiles, lions, elephants, and cheetahs combined. They are the 3rd largest land mammal on Earth after the elephant and the rhinoceros.
Okay. Hold up. Okay, I'm sorry, I yawned. But how do they walk underwater if they have a nose? Like, do they hold their breath? Can they still breathe? Like, I want to know.
Yes. Their closest relatives are whales, from which they diverged about 55 million years ago.
That's a lot of water.
They're semi-aquatic, inhabiting rivers, lakes, and mangrove swamps. They also spend the day submerged in river mud and can come out at dusk to graze on grass. They eat over 100 pounds of vegetation a day, and they can easily kill a crocodile.
If they can easily kill a crocodile, bruh, I did not hear that coming. Because, like, if you can easily kill a crocodile, any type of animal, you is more stronger than everything in the whole world. Because crocodiles, they do not play.
Yeah, they didn't expect that part.
No.
The thing is, there are no reliable sources that can confirm the rumor, but there are lots of evidence that suggests there were at least 500 deaths related
Even cheetahs are scared of that thing. Even cheetahs know it's time to go.
to hippos each year. And that number could potentially be a lot higher. Their massive jaws could easily crush a human if they wanted to, and there have been
They can probably don't even have to swallow that as humans. Especially a baby. All you have to do is just take the baby and just go. Ugh. The thing go choke, they're gonna be like.
documented cases of hippos just suddenly deciding to attack a human. Marius Els had a pet hippo which he had had since it was just a few months old. The hippo seemed tame, allowing Els to hand feed it and even swim with it. Then one day an ambulance was called out to Els' home and they found him covered with multiple hippo bites. Apparently the hippo just suddenly attacked him and pulled him underwater. He was pronounced DOA in the hospital, but I have no idea what happened to that killer hippo. Number 4. Crocodiles. A prehistoric animal that has survived 10...
Now, crocodiles? This is where I'm about to go off. Because I don't even know. Because you would just think crocodiles... You would just think that they don't have teeth. Well, that's at least what I thought. But no. I was wrong. Them things do got teeth. And... Actually, no. One time I had asked my mom... Does crocodiles have teeth? I think I was 5 or 6. I was like, Mom, does crocodile have teeth? She was like, yes. I was like, oh. And then I never knew they was gonna be harmless or anything like that. So
Thousands of years with ancestors predating the dinosaurs. The crocodile is certainly one of the world's most dangerous animals in name. It's a real.
See how that thing is? She's gonna shake that teeth like. Yeah. Just imagine going to a crocodile, and instead of them killing you, they just like.
Killer machine with powerful jaws, speed, and a
That
tough
jaw looked
body
like
that can
that he
endure
was
most.
doing push-ups.
Except for hippos. Why are hippos above the croc anyway? Unfortunately, the larger species of crocodiles don't have a problem seeing humans as their prey, and the reason for crocodiles not killing more people is likely because we know of the dangers and try to stay away as much as possible. The movie Lake Placid taught me well to avoid all of these. Or is that an alligator? I don't know. Either way, it was scary.
Why did you eat it?
There actually was a case of a crocodile seemingly preferring to attack people. In the Philippines,
why
3
did you
people
eat
were
a
said to be
baby?
attacked and
What's
eaten by
wrong
the
with
same
you?
crocodile on different times. It started with a 12-year-old girl who was attacked while she was crossing a river, quickly followed 2 months later when her uncle was ripped to shreds.